While swimming, the girls suddenly discovered a big diamond ring at the bottom of the pool. Seeing no one around, they quickly jumped into the pool to retrieve the diamond ring. Due to the ring being stuck too tightly, it couldn't be pulled out at all. Seeing this, the younger sister also dived into the pool to help, but during the struggle, the younger sister's hair accidentally got sucked into the drain and became tightly entangled. What they didn't expect was that the manager, seeing that there were no more customers in the swimming pool, closed the doors to get off work. He pressed the pool's shutdown button and walked out of the swimming pool without looking back. As the cover above the pool gradually closed, the sister's hair still wasn't pulled out. Seeing the cover about to shut, the older sister could only desperately tear off her sister's hair and then swim to the surface with her. However, when they reached the surface, the cover had already completely closed. They shouted for help, but the swimming pool was already empty. The sister who was just rescued scolded her older sister, saying that it was for a diamond ring that they ended up in trouble. The older sister also blamed the younger sister for missing the chance to return to the surface because her hair got caught in the manhole cover. Moreover, today is Friday, and the swimming pool is closed on weekends, which means they have to wait until next Monday for someone to rescue them. After the two calmed down, they decided to look for a way out on the cover. However, the cover was completely shut, leaving no escape opportunity. They tried to lift the cover with their hands, but without a foothold for their feet, relying solely on their body's buoyancy, they couldn't move it at all. The older sister suddenly thought that such a large cover plate couldn't possibly be a single piece, and the joints between the panels are often the weakest points. Finding this spot might give them an opportunity to break through the cover and escape. It wasn't long before the older sister found a hole in the cover, but the hole was so small that besides providing a bit of oxygen, it was practically useless. The younger sister tried to pry it open with her hands, but how could a millimeter-thick cover be broken by human strength? The older sister found a plastic board by the pool, thinking of using it to widen the hole, but no matter how long she rubbed, there was no change to the hole. Seeing no other options, the older sister had to dive underwater again to retrieve the large diamond ring. When the elder sister took out the diamond ring, she found that the drain cover was somewhat loose. She pulled hard, but the cover was only a bit loose, showing no signs of coming off. The sister returned to the surface and asked her sister to help pull the manhole cover, but the sister thought it was impossible to pull it open by hand. Soon it was evening, 6 hours had passed since the cover closed, and the water temperature in the pool also began to drop. The older sister, who has diabetes, became listless and weak all over, and her body started trembling unconsciously. Seeing this, the younger sister could only hold her in the water to temporarily warm her up. Two girls are embracing each other in the water, and they've been trapped in the pool for a full 7 hours. Just as the two were in despair, the lights in the swimming pool suddenly turned on. It was a janitor coming to routinely clean the trash. The sisters thought they could finally be rescued, but the janitor ignored their cries for help and started rummaging through their left backpack, looking for anything valuable. The cleaner had just committed theft. Not long after being released from prison, he found a job at the swimming pool, but the boss discovered his criminal record and fired him on the spot. Tonight was supposed to be his last night, intending to finish the job honestly and leave, but instead, he ran into the two sisters. Looking at the surveillance not far away, the cleaner with a criminal record instinctively went to the control room and turned off all the cameras. After returning to the pool, the cleaner threatened the two sisters to reveal their bank card pins. It was then that the sisters realized they were being extorted, but the younger sister didn't want to compromise and started cussing at the cleaner. Seeing this, the cleaner directly turned off the pool's heating system, and within a few minutes, the water temperature dropped rapidly. The older sister knew that their lives were now in the cleaner's hands, and unwillingly, she revealed the bank card pin. To verify the authenticity of the password, the janitor needs to spend 3 hours going to a nearby ATM to confirm it. 3 hours quickly passed, but instead of rescue, what came was the cleaner's furious outburst, as the sister's bank card balance was only 70 cents. Due to not having ingested sugar for a long time, the diabetic sister didn't have the strength to explain, and the younger sister could only plead with the cleaner to rescue them quickly, otherwise, her sister might not survive a few more minutes. However, the cleaner did not believe the sister's words at all, only thinking it was an excuse they made up to stay alive. Yes. Seeing her sister gradually lose color, combined with the cleaner's vile attitude, the younger sister decided to retaliate against this vicious woman. The woman took a piece, the plastic sheet was sharpened into a blade, and then the janitor was lured near the hole. As the janitor approached, the younger sister immediately stabbed the janitor with the sharp plastic sheet, causing the janitor's right ear to burst on the spot. Although the younger sister successfully took revenge on the janitor, for the cleaner who just got out of prison, this action was enough to endanger the sisters' lives. Overcome by anger, the cleaner disregarded the danger. Directly opened the pool's cleaning system, and in an instant, a large amount of toxic liquid containing chlorine rushed into the pool. A huge splash caused by being trapped for 10 hours. The two sisters were at a loss. The young sister wants to block the outlet, but the waters, the impact is too strong. It simply can't be blocked. Helpless under the circumstances, she could only plead with the cleaner to spare the two sisters. As time passed second by second, the cleaner, who had just been released from prison, did not want to be involved in another homicide, causing oneself again. As the cleaning lady shut down the cleaning system, the two sisters apologized again to her and gave the large diamond ring they had found to the cleaning lady. The cleaning lady. Only then was the cleaner satisfied and decided to let them out. But when he entered the password, another mishap occurred. The password he entered was actually incorrect. It turns out that the boss changed the password on the day he was dismissed to prevent the cleaner from stealing. The cleaning worker had no choice but to tell the sisters the truth. The older sister suggested calling the police, but the cleaning worker's previous actions would certainly lead him back to prison. He refused to call the police and turned away without hesitation. The cleaner's departure left the hopeful sisters in despair once again. The diabetic sister surely would not make it through the night. At this moment, the younger sister suddenly remembered the pool's manhole cover that her sister had mentioned before. It was indeed just as her sister said, very difficult for one person to move. If I had listened to my sister earlier and pulled together, maybe we would have escaped the pool long ago. Every 10 minutes, she surfaced for air, repeating this process over 300 times. Finally, through her relentless effort, she pried open the manhole cover. Returning to the surface, she immediately used the cover to strike the pool's grating. Before long, the grating 5 meters away was completely shattered. After being trapped in the pool for 15 hours, they finally escaped. In the end, the cleaner, moved by his conscience, returned the diamond ring to the sisters, and the older sister was rejuvenated after receiving insulin.